Hello, my dear ones. This is a timeless, near-personal love reading for whomever is guided to watch it with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this reading was sponsored by Noreen Ehrlich, who is a life and business coach outside New York. You can follow Noreen's example and donate to my channel if you follow the link in the description box of this video. Take note that the reading can be in the reverse for some of you. If you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for every season that is up, or keep your eye out for the upcoming general readings for Taurus season that will start with tomorrow from when this video is published. Or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. Box looks like this. And yeah, so I'll start shuffling your cards. Okay. When I open your deck here, I see Four of Pentacles with the Six of Cups in the reverse. So this is someone refusing a reconciliation. And it's not because they don't want it. It's because they have some kind of pride, or they don't want to be the one losing, or they don't want to give you that pleasure. So it seems like that someone wants to reconcile, but too stubborn to do it. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse together with the Four of Pentacles. So this person is really being pushed, because the Eight of Cups, it's like a boomerang. They send it out and it comes back. So it's a relationship that probably have ended, or there have been some kind of breach in it or pause. And now the emotion, all the emotion that this person had for the relationship is coming back, like a boomerang coming back. But the person is trying to keep out those emotions, trying to not listen to them. Trying to not go by them. So they are really fighting this. Okay. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have a Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So this feels like my viewers. And you don't have this kind of pride. Your problem might be in the reverse, that you have too little boundaries. And if this person came back, you will maybe willingly welcome them. And you have your back turned towards this situation. But I'm still feeling that you have some openness to this person. Okay, but the share turned towards them, it's a good thing. So at least you act like you don't care. Okay. So 6 elements, call the 6 elements. And here we have Justice together with Four of Pentacles. So what I've seen so far is Queen of Pentacles, which is Virgo, can be Taurus or Capricorn as well, or just any one person that's working on kind of stabilizing themselves and being in love and inner peace and trying to make their life worth living. And Justice here, it's Libra energy, and it's major arcana card for balance. And what I'm getting is that this person feels unjustly treated, and I think it's mainly in their mind. Okay, so it's like this: if this person treats you really badly, they don't think that that's a problem, because it's all just a joke, or all just it's not for real. So they can never really hurt another person, because what they do don't have that kind of effect. So it's not true, of course, but this is in this person's world. But if you do something that's not particularly nice towards them, they will never forget it, or they don't want to ever forget it. So they want to, get you to pay for this, what you have done. So when you do something towards them, it's really serious. When they do something towards you, it's not particularly serious at all, and they don't even really meant it. It was a joke. Okay, and this was not how you took it. And of course, it's the same. If one person is acting rude towards another, that person will feel it, and it's if that first person is acting rude towards the other person, they will feel it. It's equal. The impact is equal. It's just that this person doesn't realize this. They don't think that when it comes from them, it's that bad. It's more like casual or a joke, or not as serious, because they are a nice person. I'm feeling another thing also. This person right now, they feel like you have something to apologize for, but they don't see their own part in this. And maybe you did something to kind of show a little bit of a mirror towards them, that, hey, this is how you treat me, so this is not nice. But they didn't get the point, is what I'm feeling here. They actually felt more like you were the only one being rude. But there's something deeper coming into the future, and I think it might be some kind of epiphany, or they understand finally, or truth appears itself to them, and they might even considering apologizing or acknowledge what they have done. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us. And 9 of Wands in the reversed. So I'm thinking this person has been hurt a lot in the past, and when we get hurt a lot, we put our great boundary around us, and we don't want to get hurt again. But while we are in that state, and in that hurt state, that protective state, we might hurt others in the same way that we once got hurt. And we don't even realize it. It's just we're doing the same thing. And with this 9 of Wands in reverse, I'm actually feeling that this person might get this epiphany, that it is equally bad when it comes from them as it was when they got hurt once. Okay, so it's the same. They might not have realized their power. And so hopefully this person is going to make some kind of self exploration and understand one thing or two about themselves. The 9 of Wands is Sagittarius energy, and it's connected to the Hermit, that's Virgo. So it's about kind of going inward and find yourself and being really smart about it and get some kind of fruitful outcome out of it. But it might take a while, because the 9 of Wands can be a very lengthy and kind of challenging process. Okay, so just tune in to you and your situation for a few seconds here. Okay, so this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Chariot. So it might be that things will start to move here when it comes to a love relationship where things have been a little bit out of whack and maybe no communication. It might be that you're dealing with the Sagittarius, but this is Sagittarius Cancer energy, so it just shows that a person have something that their soul wants to express. And we also have a King of Cups there, so it seems good. Chariot, this person can sometimes be a little bit on a high horse, so take note. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the 9 of Wands that jumped out of the deck. So it shows this energy, and I talked about this being Virgo, and 9 being connected to the Hermit, which is Virgo, and this is Sagittarius energy. So I'm thinking here that this person needed to learn self-love before they could really love someone else. When you can, and I think that goes for you as well, if you can take care of yourself and love yourself, you don't have to be as fearful, and you don't have to rage out at others or hurt others or poke them with your stick. If you feel nice and well inside yourself and have inner peace and self-love and good self-esteem, you don't have to terrorize another person or make them cry or anything like that, because you don't need other people to suffer when you feel great. Okay, so it's something here with working with these kind of issues. Yes, and that was the old bottom of the deck, I said. Yes, okay. So put this here. And so this is what's on your mind, with the person most of you on your mind. And this is the situation itself. And this is what's on their mind about you. And this is your feelings and intentions, maybe also towards them, is what I'm feeling there. And this is the bond between you. And this is their feelings and intentions towards you. And this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, the outcome for this situation, and their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So we'll start with the situation here. And we have a 4 of Cups. And it goes well with the 4 of Pentacles. That was the significator when I shuffled the cards. And it shows that probably both people in this equation is not really inviting the other person in. It's a little bit martyr energy over this, and we might want to prove a point that no, I'm not going to let you in because you will hurt me once more. And for the other person, I'm thinking this is their normal state. This is their survival skill to always have this little frowny face and say no to everything good that life has to offer, because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to open their heart. And it's in that way, it's also connected to the 9 of Wands, a person that doesn't really participate in life because they can't open themselves and be vulnerable, because they don't want to laugh now and cry tomorrow. They rather want to be like a flat line without no passion and just steady like this and not care for the ups and downs, and therefore they can seem like a very cold and non-caring person. And I think this have made you very disappointed in the past, and now I think you might be acting like this towards them as well. So this is what's on your mind about them. And we have an 8 of Swords. So you feel a little bit victimized in this situation, maybe by God, maybe by karma, maybe by the history or your own thoughts about this person. Like the 8 of Cups, when it comes in reverse, is a boomerang. This is not a boomerang. It's rather, you being tied to a situation which is not pleasant. So it seems like you would want to get out of this situation, but for some reason you can't. Maybe you can't stop thinking, stop reminiscing, stop wondering about this person. And it's an 8, so 8 are karmic. They are about eternity and trying things over and over and over again. So it seems like you have a tie to this person that might not be super comfortable. And this is what's on their mind about you. I'm laughing because it's kind of the same. It's death in the reverse. So they don't seem to be able to let you go either. So you can see this is a rather funny picture. 2 people can't let each other go, but probably both people are acting like this. Might be one of the person are maybe trying to reach out, but even if this person can't let you go or can't stop thinking of you, they are not opening up their little heart chakra there. So this is death is 13, 1 plus 3, 4. So you seem to be stuck in this situation with someone that is not particularly easy to be in any kind of relationship with, because they are trying to protect themselves so much that they appear very cold, and you might feel like they are taking you for granted or not respecting you or not appreciating you. And with the Swords, it shows that you have been hurt by this situation. You have felt very limited by this situation. Maybe you have had a hard time creating your own luck when you have this tie to this particular person. So it's unfortunate, but we'll see here. This is the bond between you two. And we have the Sun in the reverse. So Sun is the highest card for love in the major arcana, and it's about 2 whole people joining in holy matrimony. So it talks about this relationship being here so you can become whole, so you can become a person that doesn't have so much wounds anymore. And we can see here is the rising sun, and here it has risen. So when we end an old relationship, this is what we hope for. We hope that the old relationship will die, a new sun will rise, and we will find a new love. In this case, this haven't happened because it seems like there's still something you are supposed to learn from this situation. So you're not allowed to just move on and put a band-aid on your wound. And the band-aid would be maybe a rebound guy or girl, or a rebound relationship where you could, become happy again. But it would be like mouth-to-mouth method. So it seems like the divine wants you to learn to breathe on your own. So that kind of means to be happy on your own, regardless of the outside circumstances, regardless of if you are successful in your work or your business or with money, or if you are having a great love situation with a romantic partner, maybe a wife or a husband, if your children are nice to you, if your family are nice to you, if you have good friends. So it seems like you're supposed to find your own soul and be happy on your own without this other person. So that might be one reason to why you are stuck in a hopeless relationship, or stuck tied to a hopeless relationship. The Sun card in the reverse is another thing too, and it comes with this connection with this Death card, and it shows that it's a person that the penny hasn't really dropped, or the sun hasn't risen enough for them to be able to see the situation clearly and make sane conclusions from this. So the person is still maybe in denial or lying to themselves about the situation. And it might be that they are deliberately unaware because they don't want to know the truth, or it might be that they need to work a little bit on their heightening their frequency so they can become more aware. If we only think about hazards and dangers and plans and schemes, it can be very easily to kind of go lost in one's own mind, which seems to have happened to you as well. We can, like, our train of thoughts goes in circles like this, and when we are like this and we're just thinking about problems and unsolvable situations and all these kind of things, we lose our own awareness. The only thing we can know for sure is that you are conscious. We don't know if what you are conscious about are real, because we can say that you are equally conscious inside a dream as you are in what we call real life. And if a person is conscious also after their death, are they really death then? We don't know if people are conscious after death, but we have some proofs of it with ghosts and spirits and things like this. But what I'm trying to say here is that consciousness is the only thing that is real. You can't know if this table is real, or this video is real, or your own legs are real, or your house is real. What you can know is that you are conscious about it seeming to be real. So with that said, it shows that you have a lot of power over your own experience. Okay, so this person is trying to, I'm thinking this person is trying to not be conscious about what is real. And both of you are probably trying to be conscious of what can go wrong. And it's very good to be aware of if you are in a troublesome situation, to be able to see that and not have the pink glasses on and imagine that there's no problem. But when when you have dealt with the problem, and we stay in this train of thought and think about, reminisce again and again and again about the awful thing that happened that we became aware of when we took ourselves out of the situation, and we're thinking about it again and again and again, then it's starting to look a little bit like dis-ease. Dis-ease meaning we are not in peace, we are not relaxed. We are tense, and we are thinking about a problem that might not exist. It's not really here. If the person isn't here anymore, the problem shouldn't be here anymore, but it's still here and it's in your mind. But your mind is something that you can control by working on becoming more aware And one way to become more aware is to stay in your body, to be aware of maybe just the warmth in your hands and letting it spread to the body, to the different body parts, and becoming more mindful, more aware, more awake about what's really going on underneath all the jibber jabber from your mind, which is the clouds that kind of covers the sun here. This other person has another problem. They don't want to change. They don't want to have this epiphany, so they are trying to work against it. You seem to be more in the claws of your mind, not letting you be happy with your own choices, or with you trying to release yourself from a difficult situation. So it's still worry. You still have this worry and guilt and problematic kind of thinking. So this is your feelings and intentions for them. And we have a 3 of Pentacles, and it's what I felt with the Queen of Pentacles with her chair turned towards the 4 of Pentacles guy. So it doesn't have to be like that. It can be this is usually the feminine side, left side, masculine right side. We also have 13 here, which is 1 plus 3, 4, Emperor, 3 connected to the Empress. So even if the feminine aspect, male or female, have turned their back towards the masculine aspect, which it can also be male or female, it doesn't mean that this is for real. Okay, this person is still open for business. You are still open for business, and you would want to work it out. You wouldn't want to fix it. You want a healthy solution. I'm thinking this card, 8 of Swords, are kind of a symptom of you being a problem solver. So you are maybe used to solving problems, fix it, snap, 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 away, continuing living your life positive and in harmony. And then comes a problem, you fix it, snap, 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 and you go through it. But now you're dealing with a person that's super stubborn and don't seem to want to solve any problems. It's just, nothing is ever good enough for this person. So you still have this longing of fixing the problem, because you know how great things can become if we only fix the problem. So this seems to be your mindset when it comes to the other person, that from your point of view, it could be very easy to fix your relationship problem if only the other person opened their heart, became more respectful to you, stopped taking you for granted, started to realize that your connection is important, and so on and so forth. I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm just saying that it can be very hard to change another person. Look at yourself. Have you changed a lot since you were born? I know for sure I haven't changed that much. I have matured as normal people do. So that is what you can maybe hope for with this person. So this is their feelings and intentions towards you. And we have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is a little bit of a hopeless character. It's a person that wants to be good. They didn't even realize that they truly hurt you, because when it comes from them, they are so powerless. They are nothing. So it can't really hurt anyone, or it doesn't even matter what they do. So they have this outlook on themselves of being very weak personas, and that they don't have any real power. The only power they have is to kind of have this little frowny face and say no thank you, no thank you, no thank you to a lot of different things. So that's the only power. I can say no, I can run away, I can hide. The Page of Pentacles is a loving energy. It's just a loving energy that has become a little bit lost. Like a person doesn't appreciate themselves, and therefore they can't appreciate anyone else. The Page of Pentacles is usually also like they're hanging on to one situation. There's one situation that they are putting a lot of effort into. But this person has the problem. They are dropping the situations that's being given to them. They don't take the chances. They just like, oh, I got a chance, I throw it in the garbage bin. Oh, I got another chance, throw it there as well. Another chance, throw it out the window. Throw. So they don't have to be like this in every aspect of their life. They can be good with money and reckless with relationship, or reckless with money and good with maybe other resources, friendship, or whatever. So it's usually not in every area of their life that they are acting like this. But it seems like this is a person that wants to be blind towards the chances that they are throwing away. So it's like they're wasting a lot of time and wasting a lot of beautiful opportunities coming their way. And this is of course frustrating to you, particularly since there seems to be some kind of umbilical cord going between you two. So you can't really seem to not be able to disconnect. Maybe you need to work a lot with your thoughts to actually, every time you think of them, think of something else, you know. Take something you really love. Say that you love ice cream a lot. So every time you think about this person, you shift your focus towards ice cream. So something that can give you a little kick instead, or shift your focus to calling a friend, or go for a walk, or do something that break this. It's almost like a little bit like you're addicted to thinking about this person because this was a problem you couldn't solve, so you want to find solution and solve it. So it goes like a broken record here. Okay, and this is your behaviors and attitudes towards this other person, and it's an Ace of Cups. I felt that this card was kind of both of you, but I think they are holding most of this energy, but this is how you have started to do with this person. Even if you have this love for them, you want to fix the situation, but already here, I know this is probably a bell, but if this was a cup, here you kind of hold it to them, here you're starting to pour it out, and here it's, you know, upside down, poured out. I think you really want a new relationship. You don't want this old stuff, because this, why should you continue, you know, offering this cup here, either energetically or with practical actions. It can be either you are, you know, reminiscing and hoping that this would work out, or it can be that you are actually calling and texting and trying to get this person's attention. But it seems like you want to give up on them. I think you pray to God on be able to give up on them, stop thinking about them, stop having this darn hope for that this should be able to fix. But I think it's your personality that it's so easy for you to fix situation. You just want to fix it. And it might be also typical for the divine feminine to want to fix the divine masculine. And I think that might also be why they are still in this childish state, because they need to fix themselves. And so hopefully this is saying that I don't want this old love, I want a new love. I'm putting my cup like this, I don't want to love you anymore. And this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. And yeah, you can't say that they are not persistent. So Two of Swords is a person trying to ignore their own emotions, trying to ignore what happens, try to ignore the consequences of their ignoring, and they are not communicating, they are not answering your texts anyway, or they answer it and then they go ghost you or go cold or stop phoning you or stop showing up or whatever they are doing. So they're just trying to be very cool. This is Two of Swords, so it's connected to, we have Libra, Scorpio, Leo here, and Gemini there. And this is a little bit connected to the Justice card that we saw. So I'm thinking the person is just trying to be a nice person, and they think that they can reach this state by being really level, undramatic, kind of just accepting whatever life gives them. But they don't see that they have closed their eyes to all life's opportunities. So they are just trying to endure, or, you know, keep breathing, keep taking, you know, breath in and out when it really hurts. And I think it might be that this person is a little bit depressed, and they're just trying to endure basically. But this with them hanging on to life in a thin thread also makes them hopelessly unpassionate, hopelessly negative, and hopelessly like they don't have hope enough to solve a situation. So I don't see them reaching out. I don't see them fixing the problem. We saw in the beginning that they longed for you and all their emotion have came back over them and whooshed over them. But they are just trying to be four of coins, which might be Four of Cups and Two of Swords here in combination. They're just trying to be stubborn about it. And this is the outcome. And we have the Fool. So the Fool here together with the Ace of Cups might mean that since this person is so darn stubborn, maybe the divine will let you go, okay? Maybe your prayers are being answered. So I will take a card for, I'm thinking from the Dream Oracle card, for your prayers being answered and you are allowed to meet someone new. Oops. Money, okay. Discover the source of your true power. And I'll read this for you. Someone new, money. Most humans, this includes you, forget that they are trust fund babies. You are a treasure beyond measure that comes from an unlimited source of love, abundance, creativity, and wisdom. Regardless of what your temporary financial circumstances may appear to be, your true essence is literally dripping with wealth. You are a king, queen, Midas. Eat your golden heart out. It is time for you to cash in on your inheritance and start accessing the lucre that is your birthright. Revere your thinking to align with your personal vein of gold and realize that you are abundantly provided for in ways that are both seen and unseen. With this point of view, you can see this together with this Fool also. These two people looks very similar emotion. Where were I? With this point of view, it's just a matter of time before your outer circumstances match your inner reality. Money symbolize issues of energy, power, survival, security, and resourcefulness. Even if you are Paris Hilton, which I'm betting my bottom dollar, you are not. Don't worry, neither am I. Money is an issue. You have to deal with it in a very real way in your life, whether you're awake or asleep. How the money is being used in the dream will indicate what your value and the specific financial power issues that are being worked out. And for all people, I stick my nose out and I say for all people, money is freedom. So what you really want is freedom. Freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want it, and to be able to spend your time in the way you want it to. And this is a mantra for you. I'm a generous giver and receiver of the unlimited abundance that is flowing to and through me. So what this is saying is kind of, there might be a new love for you out there, but this is still, still the sun shining here, and you can make the sun shine for you. Because if you have this unlimited resources to always create positive things in your life, use it in your life, create beautiful things for yourself, create more freedom. Either it comes with money or kind of being financially independent in some way. You can become financially independent by increasing your income or decreasing your expenses. So maybe start your own garden here and, live from you can be happy like this. You don't have to have a big amount of money. Freedom, it depends on how much security you want. The Fool doesn't seem to need a lot of security. He just needs his freedom. So this is pointing to you getting your freedom from this relationship. And as I felt, maybe eventually you will meet someone new. But first you need to meet the new you. And the new you will be someone that is free in some aspect. So start to work on being free. Start to use this very beautiful positive thinking that you have and create beautiful things in your life that doesn't have to do with this other person. You might think you need them to be happy, but they just seem to give you grief. So I don't think that is true. And when this capacity that you have, you can really create something beautiful on your own. Something that I see that's a little bit unfortunate is this. You see, they are still pointing towards each other. So for some of you, it will be very hard to break this this bond here. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. That doesn't mean you shouldn't, you know, work a lot on your freedom. Then it doesn't matter if you are bonded to this person or not. You can say, oh, good morning, there are you, my thoughts of you, nice, nice. Now I'm going to have a wonderful day in freedom. Okay, so I hope this was helpful and that you got some value out of this reading. And I want to say that if you want to support my channel, you can do so by what you just did, watching. You can also like, subscribe, and sharing my videos. You can also click my ads or watch them for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is keeping my humble revenue up so I can still free up time to make content for you on this channel. And know that I'm forever grateful, so thank you so much in advance. And I love my wonderful and loving viewers. Thank you so much for the beautiful comments as well. So until next time, I want you to take really good care. And don't forget, I'm starting to post the general reading for Taurus season tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.